Hello and namaskar, everyone. I'm Richa Chand, and I have with me somebody
You
who
do?
we were waiting for.
Oh, me.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes,
Oh, very nice.
Omi.
Ah,
Omi
nice.
Vaidya.
Yes.
So, Omi is with us, and I don't even have to tell you who is this guy. He is your favorite character from Three Idiots.
Oh, you just told them. You didn't have to tell them.
Oh, my
No,
bad.
I'm just joking. Go on, go on.
So you can see what Omi is going to do today. Do you guys know about what he is going to do here in Chicago?
I don't know. I hope it's something chamatkari, right? Not
Yes,
that other thing.
yes,
Right.
yes. So many thanks to Arush Entertainment, Manoj Rathorji, and Garoria ji for facilitating this interview today for us. And I'm here with my team, Outland Media, and we want to ask you some of the burning
Uh-oh.
questions.
Okay, hope it doesn't burn too much.
Yes.
Yes.
Chicago, Windy City is always going to be cool questions.
All right.
So, well, Omi, I have to ask you, like, your accent
What
in,
accent?
well, I'm
I
sure
have
you
an
have.
accent? I don't know. I think you have the accent. I don't have an accent. Here in Chicago, I don't think I have an accent. But yes, I did have an accent in that movie because I was born and brought up here in America. And then I did that movie. So I would naturally have an accent when I speak in
Yes,
Hindi. Yes.
yes,
Like you naturally have somewhat of an accent when you speak in English.
yes, that's very true.
Yes.
So, because, artists have to work very hard to come into that character, and actually, your character was Chatur Ramlingam, and
Yes.
so it was actually an outstanding character besides the three, the Three Idiots.
Right.
So basically, there should have been a title like Four
I
Idiots,
think so. I
right?
think so.
Right?
Yes. I think you should tell them that.
So, is there going to be any more movies like Three Idiots
I
coming
would
out?
love that. It's really up to the director and the writer, Rajkumar Hirani and Abhijit Joshi, whether they want to do that. I think right now they're doing well. You know, many sequels are done for the purposes of making money,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't typically chase money. They chase excellence, which is a part of the film, by the way. But that, I think, when they get a good script and they feel like it's worth everybody coming together and it can do justice to that role and to that film and that story, then they'll do it. You know, otherwise, there's so many sequels and none of them are very good. So.
That's true. Like, if you're coming up with the second version or the third version, then people have that expectation of what
Correct.
is coming, and it needs to be like something that is also connecting to the previous characters,
It's
and
very hard to do it
it's
very
very
good.
hard, very
So,
hard.
yeah, I don't think they want to disappoint.
Exactly. So some things cannot be repeated, and Chatur was one of those
I think
characters.
so. Yes, yes. Sorry,
So,
guys. Sorry.
but I'm sure there will be many, many more new characters that we will get to see in
Absolutely.
future,
Let's
right?
let's hope. Let's hope. I keep experimenting and doing things. I became an artist because it was something scary and risky and exciting. So, you know, a lot of Indians and a lot of Americans, they make a lot of money and they do things that are low risk.
Uh-huh.
But I tend to try to do things that are a little bit where you can fail, because when you fail, you learn something. So many roles I've done, I haven't been able to hit it, and other roles have done really well. So I'm going to continue challenging myself and doing things that are out of my comfort zone.
Well, coming to the topic of what you do. So I think you are a writer, director. I mean, so you actually are not just an actor. You've covered other areas of the industry, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but what is your like? You've been, I mean, you're so involved. So, what is your favorite pick? Like, some people have that director inside them or the artist inside them. So,
Yeah.
what is your calling?
Well, each job has its own pluses and minuses,
Mm-hmm.
but I really like being creative, and I like being in the room when artwork is being done. So I went to film school at NYU, then I started editing films. I acted in a lot of things. Some of my acting is good. Many people think that because actually I know where the camera is, I know what lens they're using, I know where the sound is. I know how to perform for the camera rather than perform for a stage where you perform sort of loudly.
Live
Yes.
audience is a
So
different
it's a very
experience. Yeah.
different thing. So if you can learn all these other things, it makes you better at each of them. So, I like it all, really. I really enjoy directing, writing, and acting, but they all have other parts of them which are very tiring and very difficult. Acting is very nice because you get sort of all the recognition. You get to be in front of the camera. Everybody thinks you did a great job, uh, you know, and you also get paid well if you're succeeded. You get to sit in a nice trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also parts that are pretty, boring, where you're sitting in the trailer all day and waiting, and everybody else is sort of connecting, and you are sort of separate because you have to be that character. So you cannot just have fun and have lunch with everyone and relax because you have to focus on your work.
And plus, as an actor, I think you have to follow, I mean, the director's vision, basically, or try to understand. And sometimes that's easily done, and sometimes it is challenging, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. And you also don't have much control. So you may put all of your heavy work into it, but if something didn't come out right with the director or the music or something, your performance doesn't look good, and you have no control over that.
right. So there are lots of aspiring young people, as well as, I wouldn't say young, I guess all people.
Old people? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
All right.
everybody. Because I think we live here in USA,
Right.
but we are so mesmerized by the concept of Bollywood,
Yes.
and we cannot get over what we left behind, and we keep looking at it as if like it's something wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And so many of the youngsters or the parents, they want their kids to learn the art.
Yeah.
They want to be part of the music albums, or
Yeah.
sing, become
Absolutely.
singers,
Yeah. That's
or be a
nice.
part of. So any type of tips, or what would you say to all the Indian American friends here,
Yeah.
who have lots of dreams in their eyes?
Well, I think is not having high expectations, but continuing to work. And what are you really wanting to be? Is it just being famous? Because there's very few people can be famous, but there's many people that can be singers and actors and writers and these things. So you have to focus on your goal. And if your goal is something that you can control, which is I want to write a screenplay,
Uh-huh.
then you can do that. But if you say I want to win an Oscar, or some Filmfare award, that really isn't up to you. It's up to so many different things, and you have to fall into luck, even though you work hard. There's so many things. So it's about keeping your expectations to. What I'm an actor and I like acting. That's why I do this.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to become successful, but I would still act no matter if I wasn't successful. I'd be doing nataks or this or that, or maybe I'd be acting in a corporate job, but I'd be acting. And that is what is important, focusing why did you get into this and continuing to do that. Because it is very easy to get lost by the glitz and glamour, and somebody says this is what's going to be good and you do that. You have to really focus on what you like to do, and continue doing that, because that is going to give you the most contentment at the end of the day.
Very true. So, you you just said corporate. So I want to know about what was your experience with Office.
Oh, The Office.
The
Well,
Office.
yes, The Office. Well,
What was the, I mean, you worked with an Indian movie,
I
Three
worked in a
Idiots,
very
and then
big movie,
you
and
worked
in
here.
a huge
So,
television show called The Office with
yeah.
Steve Carell. It was great. It was just like a real office. You walk in, and everybody's just on their YouTube. Nobody's doing work, just like that. But it was very fun. It was very serious, and the comedy is actually very serious. When you're acting, you don't even know if it's funny or not. It's only when you watch it later you go, that's funny. It's very subtle humor. So yeah, it was a great experience. I was very young then, and it was something new. But you know, getting those roles that reinforces that you're doing the right thing. That you're able to beat other people at this, and do correct work. That is very, it's very nice. It's satisfying, and it this career is one which many people suffer from insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of rejection. So if you are able to get these types of roles, continue to get roles, you need that. Otherwise, it's very hard to survive. You need that and a lot of support from your friends and family.
Yes, I guess we are never prepared for any rejections in life. We always want people to just accept and say, oh, how nice,
Well,
right? Or
rejection is hard. It's
yeah.
it's realizing that you are not good enough, and that may have nothing to do with you. It may have, to do with what they want. But it's hard to not take it personally with anything, with any business, with
Mm-hmm.
any
Yeah.
job. So, uh, but understanding rejection and getting familiar with it is actually a very good life lesson, and it can help you in all your other parts of life.
Yes. So, Omi, I'm wondering, because you were born here, you went to school
I
here.
wasn't born here.
Okay.
Okay, but
You,
in America I was born.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good one.
Just making that clear.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, but you chose to have dreams which connected you to India, and then you made your dream true, like it come true, and you acted in a very famous movie, one
Yeah.
of the biggest
Yeah,
blockbusters.
yeah.
So, from here to there, how did the dots connect?
They weren't. They were just very, very lucky, and almost as if you fall into something. A lot of people, how did you meet your wife? I happened to go somewhere and I meet that person. It wasn't a strategy as sort. I never really wanted to be in Bollywood movies. I had watched 3 Bollywood movies before. I had no dreams of acting in
I
India.
see.
Yes,
So you,
I was focused on making a career here, but I did have stories in my mind that were Indian because I'm Indian, and I did not see those people on screen.
hmm
And the kind of acting that I was getting was back in the early 2000s was taxi driver, convenience store worker. This was not very fulfilling. I did not see, even now we at least see some doctors that are Indian on screen in American television. But if you go to the hospital, every doctor is Indian
oh
or Asian.
yeah,
But you don't see that on Grey's Anatomy. So,
right.
so I wanted to do more interesting work. So that's why I went to India and tried to find it. And I happened to fall into that movie. And that is really how it happened. I mean, yes, I did work very hard. I did have all the skills. Some of the skills I didn't have, like Hindi.
hmm
But
That's why, yeah.
but we don't know where we're going to reach. We just have to keep moving. And in this career path, unlike a doctor or an engineer where you work for 4 years, study, this one is a very, there's no rhyme or reason, and you just keep moving. And at some point, maybe you will get to the thing that you wanted to do at the start, or maybe
Right.
you will realize that what you wanted to do at the start is not what you want to do now.
Exactly.
But what I really wanted to do was act. That's all I wanted to do. And I got to do that. Now, where it was, that wasn't really dependent on me.
Yes, so you went to learn film and filmmaking in New York,
Yes.
and you made a blockbuster in India.
Yes.
And then destiny and luck had its part in it. So people, if you're watching, and if you're working very hard, and you don't know what's not clicking, you need to do something for your luck or destiny, right? Because that's what happened, right? You said it fell.
It fell, but it could have fallen a different way, and I could have been a very successful corporate engineer as well, and fallen into that position, and been very happy. By the way, who knows? Who knows? We have no idea what's in store for us.
Yes.
But we just have to go for it. If you have a certain dream, go for it. If it doesn't work out, that's okay. There's multiple other dreams out there that you can have.
So people work hard, but take chances, and
That's right.
also do not give up.
Do not. No, don't give up. And what is giving up anyway? I mean, if you don't make a Bollywood movie, but you get to act in some short films, that's success as well. You get to do what you want to do. Maybe it's on the side, and maybe it's not exactly what you wanted. But most people don't get exactly what they want, by the way, and that's okay. It's how we deal with that is what makes us who we are.
And brings out real comedy in life, right? And you're
Comedy,
here for
tragedy,
something.
everything,
Yes.
everything.
Yes. So you are here today for
To make
to make people forget about what they couldn't make or whatever didn't work out, but keep on working.
I'm
And
supposed to, yeah, I think I'm supposed to make them laugh.
yes,
Your
along
your
with
scene's
that.
a lot more difficult. Make them forget, but I will make
Make
them
them
laugh.
forget their pain
I will
because
hope
they'll be
that
drowning in the laughter.
drowning in laughter.
Yes.
I've never heard of that term, but it seems suffocating. But yes, I will make them laugh a lot. Hopefully, and if not, I will force them to laugh. I'll say laugh right now, and they will laugh.
Well, I'm sure you will get lots of applause because people are waiting for.
I've paid a lot, bribed many of them to applause, so
We
there
will,
will be lots of applause.
yes,
Yes.
we will make sure that Manoj takes care of that. Otherwise, so
Manoj is broke right now from doing that. From the applause that I will be getting.
so there is a stand-up comedy routine today.
Yes, there is some stand up. There will be some Bollywood stories that I tell, juicy gossip. Everybody
Wow,
likes that, you know.
we love it.
Yeah, I know I can tell you like that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but it'll be fun. It'll be real fun.
Share something which is not on Google, which is very, very special and exclusive to this interview.
About what?
About anything. You're Omi Vaidya. You have so much here,
Oh my gosh,
like
wow, how
content.
much praise. She's a good actress too, isn't she? What on Google? Well, a lot of people don't know that I'm Marathi. And so
We
that's,
knew
you knew
that.
that? Well,
Yes.
see, that's on the fourth page of Google, I think. So that's why. I'm making a Marathi film. It will
Okay.
be coming out mid next year. And people can watch it and get excited, and it'll be
Yes.
really fun.
So, are there any actors from USA or India? Like, how are you managing
They're all
the
from
production?
India. They're all from India and all from the Marathi industry. And yeah, I just wanted to make something special, something that spoke about my identity as a NRI living here, going there, feeling like an alien, and how people see me. And I wanted to do it in a new language so that people go, oh, this sounds different. This is a little different. And there's an excitingness because nobody's ever heard me speak that language other than my mother, who just is very disappointed
You
when
know,
she hears it.
yeah, so we've never heard you on screen talking in Marathi.
Hmm.
So now we will get to see that,
I hope so. I hope
right?
so.
Right.
Yes, yes. If everything goes
So
well.
yeah, so I'm wishing and praying that that character is as big as
Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry,
Chatur.
Manoj will pay for it, so we don't have
It's
to wish
all
and
taken
pray.
care of, sponsored.
Yes, the audience will come. Don't worry. Don't worry.
So you said audience will come. So you're very well known. So here in USA, in India, what is the response like? You came to the airport, or
Yeah,
you go grocery shopping. Okay, let's talk about your hometown.
right.
So when you go to Walmart, do you ever go to Walmart?
I go to Costco.
He goes to Costco.
More Indian people there.
Go there.
Yeah.
Omi goes there if you want
The
to eat it.
wealthy Indians, you
Yes,
know?
the
The
wealthy.
suburban ones.
Ah.
They want a good deal, you know?
Yes,
Yes.
always.
Yes.
So, so what's the response like if I'm like,
They get very excited, many of them. It depends on what city you're in and, what age they are. So, if they're very young and they're new Indians, are like born and brought up, they don't care. They'll be like, hey, can I take a photo with you? But it's really their mom, their dad wants to take
they're
a photo.
taking,
Yeah, can you ask them, right? So,
yeah.
because that's what they do. But the people my age and people who grew up on that movie Three Idiots or went to college during that movie, I mean, it has a huge. They've watched it so many times. So what happens is they have a relationship with that character. So when they meet you, they feel as if they've known you for a very long time. They'll invite you to eat with them. They'll ask for your number. Very bizarre things sometimes. And you're like, whoa, but it's really nice to have that welcomingness that I can go to a place like Schaumburg or I can go to other Indian enclaves and walk around
Right.
like it's Halloween and people will just open their doors and be very happy to see me. And that sort of, I don't know if I have earned that or whatever, but it's really nice to feel that whatever I did brought that pleasure to these people
No,
that they feel happy.
you have definitely earned it, Omi, and we are so honored to have you at Chicago with all of us here. And I can see that the sun is going down. It went
Yep.
down,
So it's
and we
time
started.
time to have
And
fun tonight now.
yes.
Yep.
So
I-
everybody, please, you must come and attend the stand-up comedy routine
All right.
that Omi is going to do today for us.
Mhm.
First time here, right?
I've-
I mean, as a performance.
Yeah, I've been
So-
here, but this will be a new performance here in this area.
Yeah, so you guys want to come here every year and support us, Arush Entertainment, and media sponsored by Outland Media. I'm Richa Chand, and it was a pleasure to talk to you today and know something more about something which was not, available on Google.
On Google. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I feel really special I hope you guys, when you hear this interview, you get to know more about Omi and support all the work that he's doing.